welcome to Psychos and Sociopaths. Today we're going over Michael. How would you say? How do you pronounce it?
Gargiulo.
Gargiulo, and we're going to stick with that through this whole thing. We're going to call him Michael, but that's our thing with this.
Michael, Mikey.
Yeah.
You know,
and
I mean,
this one,
the dude looks like he's a bad day away from becoming fluent in Mexican American.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no.
I think
not to be confused with Mexican American.
No, I think that's Italian though.
No,
that last name is Italian.
It is an Italian name, but I'm just saying this guy looks like, you know.
Yeah, and this is for Maria. Maria suggested this one because the connection with this one is actually connected with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, so, you know, while Maria's, you know, sleeping in a hot truck on the road, no air conditioning, because she can't sit there and put like 1,500 hours of idle time on her truck. I mean, that would be bad.
Yeah.
She's getting a shout out this week.
we shout her out every time we can.
Oh, I know.
She's the one. She's our super fan. Two, she literally, she just follows us, and it's good conversation and everything.
If it wasn't for the fact that we almost killed her on the road, apparently.
Yeah, she actually sent us photos. You didn't look up the.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she showed us all the stuff that was happening and everything, and she was laughing. I need to make a thing saying we're sorry we almost killed you, but I'm glad that you had a good laugh. I was thinking
I wonder if Jib Jab is still up.
What's Jib Jab?
No way, really? Okay. Jib
Dude,
Jab.
I don't
Okay,
do
so
social stuff.
it's I don't know if it might not still be up or not, because it was a website you could go to. You can create like this customized Flash video where, I mean, the animation looked like a cross between Monty Python and South Park, right? And you know, you could put, you know, the face of whoever it is that you wanted into this video on these like little Monty Python puppets, and it would sing songs or whatever. It's hilarious. At least it used to be. I'll have to look. You know what? Let me look it up now.
Well, Michael, because we're not going to do the name because we're going to butcher it every time.
We'll call him Mikey G.
Michael G.
Jib Jab is still up.
Michael G. There you go. That's your project for this weekend. You have all the stuff so you can put it up.
Heck to the yeah.
But Michael G, as we like to, I'm just going to call him because he's the chiller killer. No, I can't do that one. I'll just go the Hollywood Ripper. Yeah. The Hollywood Ripper is a convicted serial killer and rape. What are you laughing about?
You had an Elmer Fudd moment just now. The Hollywood Whipper.
Did I really? Fuck you, Johnny.
Be very quiet. We're looking for murder victims.
Fucking Christ. Is that still a shot if I do it too? Maria, when you're listening to this and everything,
you ever seen the movie Tag?
Yeah.
Amendment. I call for a verbal amendment.
Okay.
That every time you say something like that, like if you do a "Oh Christ" or "Oh my dear Lord" or you sigh, it counts. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye. Okay.
All those opposed? Crickets. Motion passes unanimously. Okay.
So it's either one of us.
Right. Okay, so anyways, back
anyways, he's a native of Glenview, Illinois, where he may have stabbed his neighbor, 18-year-old Trisha. God damn. The name on this, Tracy, no, Trisha. Is it
Trisha?
Trisha. It's the last name I can't get.
Paseo?
Paseo?
Or Paki, or no, I'm just gonna say Paseo.
I think they're Polish.
No.
Polish names are dumb.
Polish names would have like a Z in it somewhere.
Okay.
Like, you know, I was in basic and airborne school and was stationed at Fort Campbell with a guy by the name of David Zwick. And it was like DWZICK.
I had a guy. I can't remember his last name.
And the dude was
like
the dude was your stereotypical hairy Pole.
What?
He was Polish and he was hairy.
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know, I mean, you get those like Velcro balls with the not the loop but the hook side of it. You could throw it at him and it would probably stick.
I'm gonna keep my comment to myself on that one.
You know, the Velcro.
No, I got that. I got that. Hold on.
I just felt bad. I feel bad for whatever female is underneath him at the time. Because I mean, dude, I mean, I have become aware, or not so much aware, but
How do you spell Velcro?
Velcro.
V.
Velcro. Velcro. There's a term that I have been repeatedly exposed to over the last few months. Humidities. Right? It's okay. So yeah. Can you imagine the humidity there? I mean, that's just horrible. I mean, I know that, you know, and if by some happenstance that that this guy falls into the bowels of YouTube and he runs across our show.
Now you can't repeat this.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
You finally got the connection thing. How do you like it?
Yeah, this came in yesterday. I kind of dig it though. The only thing I don't like about it right now is the Ethernet connection.
Yeah, doesn't work.
I mean, it does, but I mean, you can plug it in. You can plug the Cat. Well, they're up to like Cat 7, Cat 8 cables now. Anyway, you can plug the Ethernet cable in there. But MacBooks are specifically set up to be wireless nowadays.
Yeah.
So now there's this thing that's like the Thunderbolt bridge or whatever, and I'm like, okay, you know,
maybe one day.
Maybe one day I'll figure it out, and I'll become a an Apple genius. Wait, hold on, I can't do it like that. An Apple genius. No.
Don't fucking do that ever again.
What, the Dr. Evil thing? It's like,
one, it's supposed to be your right hand.
Well, I'm left-handed.
Is it?
I'm left-handed.
Well,
and I'm especially evil.
No. No, you're not.
David, no. Okay. Anyway,
her body was found by her father the next morning on August 14, 1993. Michael moved to Los Angeles. God, words are not working for me today.
He moved to Los Angeles in 1998, allegedly to escape the scrutiny of the police in Illinois, and committed 2 murders and an attempted murder in Southern California between 2001 and 2008.
So you stumbled there too?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's just this 100 and something plus degree heat that we've been out working in all week.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, so on February 21st of 2001, he stabbed 22-year-old Ashley Elrin 47 times to death in her home in Hollywood.
God.
Her injuries included...
That's not as much as Joe Piscopo... Not Joe. Joe... what the fuck is his name? The guy from Casino.
Joe Pesci?
Joe Pesci. You know that scene where he stabs a guy with his pen? We got curious one time, me and my brother-in-law. We counted how many, 52 times with that pen.
Is that the maid man that he killed in Goodfellas?
No, it was Casino.
Oh, in Casino. Okay, all right.
That was the guy, because he was supposed to protect Robert De
Niro.
Robert De Niro's character, and the guy said something to him, and Joe Pesci's character just goes over the. Is this your pen? Is this your 7 times?
God. So her injuries included a neck wound that nearly severed her head, and deep punctures to the chest, stomach, and back, and then some were up to 6 inches deep. According to Detective Tom Small, one stab wound actually penetrated the skull and took out a chunk of skull like a puzzle piece. On the night that she was murdered, Ellerin had planned a date including dinner and drinks with actor Ashton Kutcher.
That's
the connection. Look at that. That's 1 degree of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. No, you know what's really strange though, and I was actually thinking about this when I was reading this stuff up and everything like that. You know how in movies they show people like throwing a knife and it goes into the skull and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's fucking impossible from that distance. Because I mean, even
torque, I guess.
No,
delivery.
you can't do it. The best you're gonna get with throwing a dagger and everything, or just throwing something, you're probably gonna get about that much.
Yeah, but even then,
it doesn't have that much force.
No.
And like I was watching Starship Troopers too, and that one scene where he like throws the knife and it goes through his hand, and I was like, well, that's fucking impossible. I mean, you can stab somebody in the hand if you just you lay your hand out and you just you can go right through and everything.
Oh yeah.
But it takes a lot of force, and throwing something at somebody like a knife, it's not going to happen. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, that's fucking impossible. I just keep on. It's weird. Yeah. On December 1st, 2005. Michael stabbed 32-year-old Maria Barano, his neighbor, killed her to death in I got a little bit of dirt there. Monte, California. She was stabbed 17 times, so I guess she wasn't worth the effort.
No, I think he loved her.
Yeah, maybe.
Baby, I love you. Why are you killing me? Well, I'm only going to stab you 7 times.
I'm only going to do it halfway through. Like, I'm not going to do it full way through like I did the other one. What? He attempted to murder another neighbor, 26-year-old Michelle Murphy. God, one name we can actually say.
Hey, look at you.
In her home in Santa Monica on April 28th, 2008. She fought off the attack, and the blood matched his DNA from the crime scene.
All right, so he was arrested by the Santa Monica Police Department. All right, now I'm going to pause for just a second. You've seen The Big Lebowski, right?
Yeah. I didn't care for it, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
No, I'm not a golfer.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Anytime I think about police departments out there like Santa Monica, Malibu, I think about that one police chief that arrested the dude, and he's like sitting there talking to him in his office. He throws the coffee cup at his head. He's like, Jackie Treehorn carries a lot of water in this town. Stay the fuck out of Malibu. I'm sorry, off track. Anyways,
what movie was that from?
The Big Lebowski.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so the Santa Monica Police Department arrested him on June 6th of 2008, and on July 7th of 2011, the Cook County State's Attorney General charged him with first-degree murder of Tricia Paseo. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Anyway, so even though he's charged in the 2 California murders as well as the Paseo murder in Illinois, police have not linked him to any other murders. So he allegedly told authorities in Los Angeles, in the county jail there, he told them that just because 10 women were killed and his DNA was present does not mean he murdered anyone, leading investigators to believe that there are more victims. Media in the L.A. area dubbed him the Hollywood Ripper, as well as the Chiller Killer. That just sounds like some California shit.
Yeah.
He was held at the L.A. County Jail awaiting a capital murder trial. And a pre-trial hearing was held on June 9th of 2017. And Los Angeles Superior Court, with his trial scheduled to begin on October of 2017. After delays, his trial began May 2nd of 2019, and in May of 2019, Ashton Kutcher testified about the crimes. So again, hey, there's the other connection. August 15th of 2019, he was convicted on all counts. The penalty phase of his California trial started October 7th of that year. He faced either a death sentence or life in prison without the possibility of parole. On October 18th of 2019, a jury recommended the death penalty for him, and after several hours of deliberation, but sentencing for him in California continued to be delayed by defense motions. July 16th of 2021, very recent, he was sentenced to death. Okay. And is now expected to be extradited to Illinois for the 93 killing of Tricia Paseo in his Illinois hometown. If extradited and convicted in Illinois, he will face a sentence there of 25 years to life.
That's one strange thing that a lot of people don't know is, like if you're on death row and everything like that,
yeah,
there's certain contingencies that you have to do. Like, say you get convicted here, you're on death row and everything, but you committed a crime in Florida, they still have to do the trial for Florida and everything like that, unless Florida just goes, well, he's already on the death penalty, and he's about to get fried. So we're just going to go ahead and let that go. It's really strange. Because there's a lot of people that actually commit crimes in prison, so they can, especially people that are on death row. That's why a lot of the times they're just put into
their own cell block,
and everything, cell block. Only because the more stuff they do, the more the charges go up, and their state of execution is back down a little bit.
Yeah,
which is it's one of those weird things to get people to. I just totally forgot my train of thought. So forget about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of like to them. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're going this direction with it, but they think that, okay, well, I'm going to commit crimes while I'm in prison. That's going to put my execution date off.
Yeah, sometimes
so that way they can try it, because it's like their way of trying to maybe cheat the system a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it. All right, well, you want to keep doing this stuff? All right, well, we're just going to bump you up in the line. That's all we're going to do.
I think that's how they should do it. But the whole reason why this got any kind of notoriety is because of Ashton Kutcher and how he put him. He helped the prosecution to get this guy to die.
Yeah.
Basically.
But yeah,
and I looked at the video for this, and you just look it up. He just did not give a shit.
No.
He's another one of those people they finally got when they finally did their interview and everything to find out all the stuff. Is he just did not give a shit.
Yeah. So I was reading the LA Times article on that, on Ashton Kutcher's testimony.
Uh-huh.
He said he figured he screwed up nearly 2 decades ago when he went to pick up a date and she didn't answer the door.
Yeah.
He was late and she hadn't been answering his calls. He said, I knocked on the door. There was no answer. Knocked again, and once again, no answer. The actor testified in a downtown LA courtroom about the February 2001 incident. He said, at this point, I pretty well assumed she had left for the night and that I was late, and she was upset. But before he left, he peeked through a window and all the lights were on, and he saw what appeared to be red wine stains on the carpet. He said he'd been at a housewarming party, or he had been at a housewarming party.
I think it was an after party for like.
Oh, no, it was. He specifically said it was a housewarming party.
Oh, okay.
He'd been there about a week before, where people had been drinking, and it didn't alarm him. He said, I didn't think anything of it. The next day, he found out that she was dead. Kutcher's testimony came in the capital murder trial. The prosecutors called him the sexual thrill killer, or serial sexual thrill killer. And it just, at the time that the article was written, the guy pled not guilty, obviously.
Well, he was also a control freak, because there's a lot of cases, a lot of stuff on this. He was a stalker. Anytime that that someone would be around, like the woman that he was interested in, that was, better. Literally, he thought they were better suited and everything like that. He would become more aggressive. I was like, how can you do this to me and everything like that? I was like, man, what a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and the women that he went after, I mean, they're all, well, were, with the exception of Michelle Murphy, really, like, they were relatively, like, attractive. So, I mean, it was,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, one of his nicknames was the boy next door killer. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just my heterosexual privilege or something like that, but, you know, the dude had ears for days.
Yeah, he did.
So
he was Dumboed.
But I mean, his DNA was there. Ashton Kutcher was actually, when he was being interviewed by the police initially, he said he was freaking out a little bit because his fingerprints were on the doorknob, and the defense attorneys were like, you know, during a cross-examination, was like, no, don't worry, you're not the suspect. And he goes, oh, thank you. You know.
Well,
so.
yeah. Well, that's kind of thing that happened to me when they were asking questions with my girlfriend was in the service. When she threw away the baby, she's like, did you know she was pregnant? It's like, I didn't know she was pregnant. What, do you think it could be your kid? I literally had to count down on my fingers. I was like, oh, that's one of the realization and everything. I just broke down. And they're like, you didn't know? I was like, I have a kid. And then and it took finally the OCS, after I was doing the interviews and everything like that. It was like, well, we got the interview stuff, man. And yeah, it was yours. I just couldn't fucking believe that something like that happened, but you know, it was a while ago. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so now we've got Maria. She's our very active super fan. So, you know, and she made the suggestion for this particular week's episode. So, you know,
I was almost scared to do this one because there wasn't that much on him.
Yeah.
From the Wikipedia page.
Well, you know how we are. I mean, we can take a 5-minute segment and we can stretch it out into 45 minutes to an hour. Just
we can beat that horse to death.
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
I know, right?
But, you know, y'all listening either on Spotify, Apple, or just going, you know, old-fashioned YouTube, take some notes from the trendsetter, get in the comment section, and just let us know who you want to have us profile. Now, if you mention that you want us to do somebody that we've already done a profile on, be prepared to be publicly heckled. So do your homework.
So, well, you got the popular ones and everything like that. So, and the ones I like reviewing a lot are the ones that you just don't hear a lot about.
Yeah.
I was like, I forget that one of the people that were listening to ours with the Vicky Don Johnson asked us to go look up Henry Lee Lucas, and we did that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was weird. That was a weird one where he went town to town and just started killing people.
Yeah.
So.
Very nonchalant, but yeah. I was trying to think of. Dude, this week has just been. It's been a long week, but it just kind of sailed by.
It was kind of for me. It was more that I know I worked. It was one of those things, just like
you had to count the number of days. Yeah.
You know, you went to work. You know, you did a job, but you're just not sure you're actually physically. You know, you're physically there, but mentally there, you weren't.
Yeah, it's just kind of been kind of a.
Well, what threw me off was that that couple that told us to get off their land.
Yeah, I got the text message about that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like trying to gauge a response, and he goes, "Oh wait, nope, sorry, sent it to the wrong person." I was like, okay, boss." You know. So.
Well, what was really, I don't know if we should be talking. Well, we're not naming names, but the thing about it though is, after a while we started talking to him and everything like that.
Yeah.
They both left. They ended up leaving us there by ourselves. And we're like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Mm-mm. Well, I think that's I think we just set a land speed record for this one.
Well, this one was kind of, we had a lot with it, but we didn't have that much with it, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he...
See, what it was is, I think, and this is just an off-the-cuff thought here, she knew. She did her homework prior to this. She was like, I want to see what they do with this. She had faith in our abilities. So, Maria, you get this week's Angry Me Golf Clap.
I'm still not... I told you to stop that shit.
Nope, not doing it.
That it literally sounds like two people... I can't hear that.
You can't?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Literally, when you golf clap, though...
Oh, that doesn't sound right at all.
No, it sounds like...
It sounds like air pockets. Sweaty ass air pockets.
I can't even think of the name of it. God, what happened? What's the term that you use when the?
Mean a queef?
Yeah, there we go. Queef. It sounded like a queef.
I was like, I know what he's talking about, but I want to see him dance around this for a second.
I was gonna dance for a while. I had one that was almost like, I mean, you could hear it for a while. It was a good 5-second one time.
Nice.
I was like, and this is like really young, but I didn't know that actually happened, and I was like, the fuck was that? Did you fart? I was like, no, that's a queef. For like a couple of seconds? Well, you get a big air pocket in there. Well, anyways, that's it for this episode. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
Thank you for watching, and thank you
Don't
for
have
listening.
a good weekend. Have a great weekend.
Are you already getting to the next
Oh,
episode?
I'm getting ready.